think the perception of English people towards Italian rugby is one of passion, first and foremost. A team that doesn't give up, that fights for everything. And I think also now with our pathway going forward, I think, they have a lot more respect for us. And I think also the perspective is obviously a team that has a good set piece, that builds a lot of a physical game. So up front in the scrum and in the line out. That's the outside perspective, I would say, from the UK. I think obviously the perception of English fans towards us always in the past has been a passionate team, a team that doesn't give up, a team that's actually had legends grace the field: Sergio Parise, Castro Giovanni, Andrea Mazzi. Special talents that they've watched throughout the years. But I think looking at the team now, I think English fans see an exciting team, a team that's moving in the right direction, a team that obviously beat Wales, an arch rival of theirs last year. So I think definitely it's that perspective's changed a bit, and I think they have a lot more respect for us, and they see a team that's talented and that can maybe turn over one or two big nations. So hopefully that can happen. Well, first and foremost, I think, when you play in such special places like Twickenham, like the Millennium, or Murrayfield, or the Aviva, for example, the atmosphere is always incredible. Especially Twickenham is the home of rugby. But I also think that there's a lot of Italian supporters that come watch us. So I think that adds to the excitement too. But people in the UK know a lot about rugby, so the supporters are obviously very passionate about it. But they're pretty, they know a lot about the game. So I think it's always a special atmosphere, something that I'm very grateful for, and great to be a part of it. I'm really looking forward to it again this year. Not as a fan, but obviously I've played there a few times in the Six Nations, and also when I was studying in England, I was lucky enough to play there. So one of my favorite places to play, a special place with so much history, and hopefully we can put a good performance against England this year. Well, obviously when I was growing up and living in England, it was always a dream of mine to be involved in the Six Nations and play for Italy. So looking from the outside in, Rome was always an iconic place to go and visit, and to play, obviously. I remember actually it was my first Six Nations game against England. I remember walking through the streets of Rome and seeing thousands of English fans getting a little bit of abuse, them speaking to me a bit. I think that's all part of it. But Rome's an incredible place. So obviously, when I was there and looking from the outside in, you think about the Colosseum, the Spanish Steps, the Trevi Fountain, all these, historic places that you want to go and visit and you want to go and experience. And to have that together with rugby on a weekend, I don't think there's many places better to visit than Rome, and that's what creates such a special atmosphere leading into England, Italy. Wow, for me, my favorite place, not only just to play, but I think to visit, is Tuscany. So Florence. I think obviously we had a great experience against Australia, beating Australia in Florence. But as a tourist, I think Tuscany's the best place. I've actually had a special trip with my family about a year ago, and we went to watch Andrea Bocelli in Tuscany, which was incredible, and a day I'll never forget, that's for sure.